Oh shoot. Um.
Oh, real quick, Inferno.
Yeah.
Should I move behind him or did I turn him around? How exactly did?
It's up to you. Creative control is to you.
Okay, I'll say I'll say that I got him so that he's facing the other direction, so I'm now behind him, pulling
Okay.
backwards. Yeah.
So yeah, he's faced this way then, and you're
Right.
where you are. Okay, great. All
I'm
right, Pat.
gonna try to refocus.
Okay, good call.
Uh, do the did the D20 go? Okay, yes it did.
16. All right, that's much better.
Okay, and I'll just
I'll go
I guess
ahead.
Burns got it. Or
No, that's me.
okay.
I am
Right.
the new 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Much better.
Excuse me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually,
This is off.
I was off by 1. Yeah. I'm good. All right. All right. So that's it. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Alicia, come on, girl. Let's see how you do. Give you another D20 roll. Nope. Still bashing away.
Okay.
Tom, your turn. Oh, I guess you got. Well, that was just her actions. No big deal.
Yeah. Does it look like Al is subduing him?
Yeah. Al has a very good stranglehold hold on him, and Orlando is struggling against it and choking. So right now, yes, it does look like Al is in control of the situation.
Okay. I'm going to move next to Alicia and put my hand in front of her,
Shoot.
my right hand,
Uh-huh.
to stop her from kicking the door. And I'm going to try and blast the door open.
Okay. Using what?
A heavy bolt.
Okay.
SDC damage.
So that's gonna just hit because it's a freaking door. So roll damage.
It's not fair to the door.
27.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Is blast open. A bolt of flames actually cracks through the center of it, creating a hole that's like 2 feet in diameter, in which Alicia can just open up with a finger. She's like, that works too. And all right, top of the initiative order, Mila.
I guess she's just gonna cross her arms and look at Al and just watch, I guess. And kind of bobbing her head to the music still.
Oh my god.
Oh my
This is
God.
a horrible thing. All right, Orlando is going to try to struggle free. Now, what is it a rope that is
No,
made
it's a
of?
steel wire.
Yeah, it's a steel wire. He's not going to be able to do that. So what he's going to do instead is he's going to try to push back against you and knock you off balance.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a basic roll to strike. The fire is affecting him less now, so I'm giving him a few bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
So he misses. He rolled a 1. Oh my goodness! In
What a
fact,
loser.
Fo-
Sorry.
the guy's been constantly one-upping you. All right,
I'm
so what
I'm bitter.
happens? So what happens? I know, eh? So what happens is that he struggles. What he does is he has his feet and he's gone to like push himself back. His feet, however, shift underneath of him by accident, causing him to trip, which actually causes more pressure on his neck, which makes you being able to roll additional 2d4.
I was actually
And
going
we're
to say,
gonna
can I do this then? If he does actually lose his balance and trip, I would like to go down to one knee so that he's in a sitting position, making it even harder for him to struggle.
Okay, well, that'll just take up your next action.
That's
then.
fine. Mm-hmm.
All right. Sure.
My military actually taught me that.
Sweet. But roll damage.
Okay. Da, 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 da. Oh, wow. 8. He
Okay.
really rolled a 1, didn't he?
Yes, he did. No, I lied. No, just kidding. You can see it. I completely fudged it. I control roll 20. Okay, and in fact, give me an additional D4 since you're using up your next attack and you have a good angle on it. Give me another D4.
All right. 2.
Okay. Whoops. That's the opposite. He's starting to fade. One more good tug, stopping maybe about another 5 seconds of air. He'll probably pass out.
All right.
Okay. So that's his turn, Mila.
Same thing.
Okay. Patrick. Now you want to take a
He's going to shuffle over here to get a better angle on
Oh my
the
God.
arms.
Patrick.
So Inferno makes a Cthulhu-esque monster. Nora just sits there and watches while Al strangles him and Patrick takes pictures. This is brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah,
the
it sounds
rest.
that sounds pretty normal of our group.
Yeah, I was about to say this guy par for the course. All right. So it's his turn, and he's going to make a last-ditch effort to get away. Once again, he's going to try to push you off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the better positioning, I'm giving him a penalty. Ah!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Okay. All right. That's what happens. Roll me 2d4 more.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
3.
but you know what? That's enough. That's going to be enough. Because he's not out of hit points. If he was out of hit points, he'd be dead. But his hit points are low enough now that he has passed out.
Okay.
He is unconscious.
I am going
And
to...
here's the disturbing thing. We can be out of combat
Mhm.
if you want. But just as a bit of in characterness, his arm, although he is unconscious, his arm, his weird tendril, bony, writhing arm, is still writhing as if it has a life of its own. It's just going up and down and thumping against the ground and rising up into the air and everything like that. But the rest of his body's completely still. The arm, it's moving blindly enough that it can't attack anybody or hurt anybody if you're smart enough to stay away from it.
Mhm.
But yeah.
I have a question, because I never actually bothered to ask this. The garrote cord, is it detachable? Like, could I take it out and use it to tie him up?
No,
Okay.
I'm afraid not.
Or I could, but it would still just be
It-
attached to my wrist.
Yes.
I would imagine it would be kind of like John and Mnemonic with that, taking the thumbnail off and you have it connected.
Yeah.
No. That
In
kind
order
of thing.
for it to be sturdy, it has to be attached to the servos inside your arm.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
I would say, well, okay. Obviously, he is not himself. I think we need to get him somewhere where he can get some help. I think we need to secure him very tightly and get him there very quickly.
Might be an idea.
She says, "What the hell do you mean, might?" She's like, "I'll flag down someone. There's enough security patrols that I'll bring him over in this direction." And she heads out the door.
Tom, how thick is that rug you're standing on?
It is thick. It is 3/4 of an inch thick. Very plush. Very nice.
Why don't
Shag.
we use this to roll him up in it and then tie that? Because
Wait.
Roll him up in the rug.
no, okay,
Sorry,
no.
good idea,
Think
but
about
it's
it.
really
Think
funny.
about it. If we roll it really tight and we secure it, how's he gonna get out?
As long as we don't cover his head.
No.
I'm fine with
I'm not
this.
saying no. The ends will still be open, so air will still get in. Just imagine, like, if we laid you on the floor and we rolled you up in the rug and then we tied it. It would be really hard to get out of that. You couldn't stand up. You couldn't do much of anything, honestly. I think. I've never actually done this before, but logically.
Yeah,
I would think so, yes.
that sounds pretty logical. Yeah.
Yeah. I support this action.
I'm
Patrick,
Patrick and I support the mathematics.
Patrick, do you have your rope with you?
No.
Can
I probably should carry it with me.
Any rope in
we
here?
need
You didn't
to.
anticipate this, so it's fair enough.
So then, so Tom, can you bring me the rug? And while we roll him up, can we find something to try and tie it off with?
Here, you guys roll him up, and I'll look in the place to try and find anything.
All right.
Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be dragging the rope to them, or not the rope, the rug. Derp.
And after that, I would go, "Hi, Nora." I mean, and then I lift up one of the headphones. "Hi, Nora."
I was about to say what? Good call. Nora pulls down the headphones and She kind of looks like she's a little bummed out.
What did I do? Like
No,
Al's
she
talking to her.
just-
Like,
oh,
no, he actually says it. What did I do?
she kind of rubs her head and where she got hit and is like, nothing. What's going on here?
Oh,
Laugh was Kriana, not
a
Nora.
human rug. Gonna make one.
Okay. Sounds good. She slowly puts the headphones back on and crosses her arms.
Behind you, on the corner of your eye, you see another flash.
Ah!
All right. So I guess Patrick and I. Patrick, you're helping, right? We're gonna try and roll him up in the rug.
I will probably help, but probably just staring at that arm. The first reaction to Patrick whenever seeing something like this is to try to figure out what it is. And if he just honestly doesn't know, he's just going to be staring at it and just kind of going through the motions in his head, going like, "Is it like this? No. How about this one? No, that's not it."
A mental checklist. All right. Then.
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say then maybe I'll ask for Nora's assistance to roll him up, and then I'll tap Nora on the shoulder again.
She'll slowly take the headphones off and look at him.
Sorry to bother you again, but would you mind actually helping me roll him up?
Sure. She'll help.
Okay. So as you discuss that, and as you roll things up, Tom, I'll save the room by room situation, and actually just say that in the stables there, which have 2 fine horses in it, by the way, you are able to find 50 length of very thick, sturdy rope.
I will grab it.
Okay.
And drag it all the way back to the rest of the
You're
party.
now infected.
Yay!
Right. So in case it matters, Inferno. I want to make it clear. I want to, when I roll him up, I want to roll it so that the arm with all the tentacles is facing down towards his feet. And I'm going to tie that end off and leave the other end open for air. Hopefully that way he can't get the tentacle thing up around.
Okay.
That's the
Good
intent.
planning.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Makes sense. It works, definitely.
And then it's like, okay, does anyone know where a hospital is?
Tom's gonna shrug.
You'd be able to navigate the streets no problem, but luckily for you, Alicia has been able to flag down a security patrol there, and it's a squad, for lack of a better word, of 4 individuals. Alicia has done her best to try to explain to them what has happened. They are all dressed in New Laszlo green and browns. 1 woman and 3 men. One of the males is a DB of a kind of a, for lack of a better word, of kind of like a Birdman type of thing. That's not really important, though. What's important is them asking what the hell happened to Orlando, because they dress him by name. They know who Orlando Hanso is, and they see him tied up in the rug with all these splotches on the face, and they ask what the hell is going on.
The red line around his neck, I have no idea how that got there.
Yeah, right.
We're actually not sure. We were sent here to try and finish a transaction he had made with our traveling group. And, well, we tried to see if he wanted to finish the transaction. He turned very belligerent and hurt some of our party before we were able to subdue him. As far as I can tell, this is no disease or no infection. I'm medically trained. I'm the doctor of the traveling group. So this is some sort of possession of his body by some other being, though that is beyond my expertise, and I need to try and get him to a hospital where he can get the proper help he needs.
If it's possession, they look around and they say, maybe it's best for us to take him to the healing house. They can deal with non-standard ailments, they'll say. Now, Al, give me a persuade check.
Okay. That is,
Fail.
I think, just below fail. Yeah, just above.
Yeah. Okay. They pause for a moment. They have to ask you a few follow-up questions, just to, and you can kind of tell what they're doing. They're asking questions of everyone to kind of corroborate the story. But I'm assuming you guys answer honestly enough, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that's enough to slate them. They get your contact information, your identities.
I'm actually saying, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be leaving this patient's side until they're safely where someone else can treat them. If, for whatever reason, he goes into shock, do you guys know how to treat him?
One of the DB, the bird-like DB, says, I have gifts of healing.
Fantastic. Then you can assist me if it happens, but I will not be leaving his side until he is where he can get proper medical treatment.
They kind of look around and they say, this isn't very standard, but just don't get in the way.
I have
Doctor.
no intentions of doing so.
All right, and fair enough. He is. They're able to clear out the streets. It's about 8 o'clock at night. Quite a few people are staring at the rolled up man. There's a lot of whispers. A few whispers that you can hear are like, Orlando's finally done it. He's finally snapped. And,
See, I saw it coming.
Orlando's become a rug.
but you're able to, you're taken to, not the hospital. It is seemingly just a simple 2-story building made mostly of wood. It seems quite new, actually, with quite a few gardens in front of it. And at the entrance of it, the New Laszlo security force says, all right, doctor, the ladies inside will be able to take care of him. Thank you very much for your assistance. And we'll be sure to follow up with you with the Endless Storytellers if there's anything else.
Okay, if you could pass on a message that if he does get well and is better treated, or, gets well, the offer is still on the table for him if he so desires.
Yeah, we'll let him know.
And Al kind of laughs with them. Yeah, I know.
All right. Now, Patrick,
Yes.
I would like you to give me a lore magic check, please.
Okay.
And do you have biology?
I didn't get that one. I do have biology.
Okay, give me a biology check then.
I got that one.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Al has chemistry. Okay, that's about it. Okay, Patrick.
Mm.
You can't be sure, but your inkling is the way the thing was acting and the pictures and you're able to look over the pictures that you took and everything like that. You think it was your best guess. You're not a doctor, but you do know, in nature, that sometimes parasites infect mammals and cause them to act strangely. You can't be 100% certain, but if you had to guess, maybe it was a parasite that was affecting Orlando.
Yes. Al,
Mm-hmm.
may I take a look at that amulet?
Sure. Al will just hand it over to Patrick.
Okay.
Alright. It's either the man or the parasite who wants this. So figuring this out might give us some answers.
Okay.
We might also want to ask Zoe if she knows what the amulet is.
No, I'll try this one out first.
Okay.
No, I got this. All right, another lore magic check.
Got it.
Hey, now you got it. Now do you try it on?
If he has a slight inkling that it will not, if
You do have an inkling that it will not harm you.
All right, then yes.
So you put it on, and you make sure that the picture of the bowl is facing outward, and you feel incredibly strong. Like you could pick up Mila and Al and Tom all in one go and juggle them around, type of thing.
Mm.
You feel a surge of energy, and following your intuition, you flip it around so it's the cheetah side of things, and sure enough, you kind of feel a surge of energy, and if you choose to, you could run extremely fast. So it's pretty clear what this bad boy does.
Huh.
Superhuman strength and superhuman speed, depending on the facing of the talisman.
So if this man wanted this, and it was time. That doesn't seem to help me out at all. Well, it gives me at least what he wanted. Just the why is still kind of baffling me.
Yeah.
Do you let us
And-
know what it does, or
Oh, I will give a. If I know that it won't drain any energy, I'll give a small demonstration.
Yeah, well, no, it won't drain it. Like of your life essence or something.
I'm just like, if use of it actually like either drain
No,
if it has like
it
use or
won't
something
fatigue
like that.
you. No, it won't fatigue you.
do
Alright.
you mean like the amulet itself? Like, does it have limited
Yes.
use?
Yes, that's what I meant.
Oh, not that you can tell.
All right. I'll give small examples. I'm going to look around. Mila, would you like to be a volunteer?
Nora shakes her head.
Nor would you like to be a volunteer?
Nora shakes her head.
Al says, "I'll be a volunteer." He says as he steps forward, not quite sure what he's volunteering for.
Al's gonna have the ox facing outwards, and he's going to going to grab Owl by the waist and just kind of pick him up over my head, I suppose.
Yeah.
You suppose.
I'm not exactly sure how much strength I have,
Al,
but yes, that's what I would.
Al looks. His eyes widen, and he says, "Oh,
I love how this is in like the middle of the new launch.
totally."
And then I'll put him down, and I'm gonna flip over to Cheetah, and I'm gonna ask Nora, would you like to do a race?
Nora shakes her head.
Okay.
Now, during the demonstration of picking up Al,
Mm.
you are able to notice that the security forces that did secure the area, they are looking at you very, very suspiciously.
Then demonstrations will be over.
Al will be like, "I think we get it," and then Al will say quietly, "Could you imagine if that guy had this? He was already outdoing us when it came to speed."
Yeah.
Speed strength. I'm still trying to figure out how would that help him.
Well, he could do any sort
I
of
mean,
things with it.
besides direct military
Al says,
action.
think about it. He's not allowed to have weapons of any kind in here. The only weapon you can really bring is, well, the type of weapons Tom can use, or your own body. So anything that would make that already impressive body even better, he could beat almost anyone in this town. Now, I agree, it doesn't really tell us what he wants to do with it, but it does tell us what he could have been capable of.
And in the background, while you were saying this, as soon as you mentioned Tom, he's gonna start flexing.
Oh boy. Don't get cocky, kid.
Wait, well, are we talking about like the whole, does anyone have a sewing kit because I'm ripped type of flexing?
No.
Oh, I'm like,
Does anybody know a veterinarian?
No.
Because these pythons are.
Oh,
Oh,
shut up! Oh my God! Let's just continue on.
Yes.
Hurts you.
All right. Oh God, that hurt. Oh God, my heart. Oh Jesus. I might have to. Never mind. No, that's fine. That was kind of horribly hilarious. All right. So. All right. So, will that finish things up here? Do you guys want to do anything else?
I
Wanna ask any
think
questions?
I think we would go
Okay.
back to Zoe to report what's happened so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call. So it's a little bit later in the evening, but Zoe is receptive. She's eager to find out what happened. Do you just debrief her on what happened to save yourselves some time?
Yeah, I don't see
will
any reason
place
to
the
hide.
amulet back on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pardon me?
I think Al might be a little gloss over a few of the finer details of how he was subdued, but other than that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so returning the amulet to her is not a good sign. And what continues to make her frown even more is the fact that the young fellow attacked you and all that good stuff. And she says, wait, you said Orlando had some markings on him? And it shifted and it changed his body?
Yeah, similar to sort of like a tapeworm that has some sort of maybe some mind control. I'm not quite sure.
I can tell you that whatever it was that infected his body was sentient and had its own personality and voice, and that Orlando was struggling for control of his own body and losing, from the looks of it.
Huh. Where is he now? Oh, wait, you already told him.
Yeah,
You already...
House of Healing.
He's not
Yeah.
dead. Oh, she's like, damn. Oh, that poor kid. Well, I guess he has bigger things to worry about than this, she says. When he gets better, we'll just refund his money, and that'll be that. Refund most of the money, she says.
We
Oh, there's just a
actually
transportation.
kind of already told them that when he gets better, the offer's still on the table.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll just. She just says.
Like
we're
Al's
only
like
here
Al's like thinks he may have done something wrong. Like
No, because she did ask you to speak for her, so she's not peeved off about that. She simply says, well, if he's up and at him at 2 weeks and responsive, then great. If not, then we'll go from there. But I'll keep my ears open to the House of Healing, and we'll see how he does over the next few days.
Mhm.
Thanks. That sounded like a pretty sticky situation. If I realized it was going to get that violent, I wouldn't have asked you for the favor. But I'm glad to see that nobody died. That's the last thing New Laszlo needs is another panic about something.
Yeah.
agreed.
Well, dear friends, I would really like to take this opportunity to wind things down.
Mhm.
So that way, for next session, I can have a fully fleshed out New Laszlo for you guys to really explore and do what you like and follow up on certain changeling leads and fire elemental leads and all sorts of other good stuff. And of course, the show must go on as well.
Oh,
So,
I can take this opportunity to show more fan art that has been drawn over the course of this session.
yeah, sure.
We've got
Take that
this fan
opportunity.
art. Hang on. While I do that,
Alright.
let me go ahead and put it in Skype for you guys so you don't have to wait for the stream. So
Oh yeah.
we've got this fan art.
That's beautiful.
and
There's
we've
no
got
flashlight. What the hell?
This fan art.
Oh my God.
Aww.
Aw, Jackie, pineapple.
And
And last but not least, we've got this fan art.
Oh my God, that's my favorite.
Aww.
Okay, for some of you
Never
guys on
forget.
YouTube, you have to understand that our chat will constantly try to mix names together for NPCs and PCs, and that is actually what do they call it? Shipping?
Yeah,
or something?
Shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is Patrick and the Void's names when they're put
Vatric.
together. Vatric.
Forever.
So with that, I think we're gonna go ahead and Inferno, go ahead and call it a session.
Oh yes. Wait, I'll determine whether. Now we're gonna play for another 7 hours.
Oh God, no! Orlando gets the backup.
I just wanted to make sure that there was no like loose ends. Final questions for you guys.
No. I was gonna make sure that Mila was okay. That's basically it.
Interesting thing about Mila, that bruise that's on her cheek, it's already, it's only been about maybe an hour since the incident. It's already halved in size already.
Oh
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, upon seeing that, Al would go up to Mila or Nora and say, Mila?
She just shakes her head.
Nora.
She
you-
doesn't move.
You were hit pretty hard. I just want to check to make sure you're okay.
I'm good.
Will you kill me if I give you a quick medical check over?
She glares at you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And Al just starts packing away.
Let's see here. Give me a paramedics check.
right.
Al.
34.
Okay. You don't know, like, because I know you're trying to learn stuff about juicers, and Mila is definitely not a juicer. We know she has those mind over matter implants. You can't be sure because you've never tinkered around with those yourself. However, based on your medical history, your coalition training, and observation, especially such a rapid healing like that means one of two things. The initial blow wasn't nearly severe, or Mila has the capability of some sort of, it appears to be mild bioregeneration, you would postulate.
He's probably going to, feeling the impact, even though it hit his plates, the simple impact of that kick is going to make him think that probably the latter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, thanks for pointing out that you had the plates on
Yes,
it, because you
yes,
wouldn't be able to
Piff.
see it. And the funny thing is that if he had a chance, if he wasn't choked out, what he was going to totally do, Al, was kick in the balls next. I'm glad you dispatched him. Because he's like, well, the chest won't work. Now let's try this. I'm going to try different cold shots on your body. And
How
see what-
odd, because I said the paralyzed didn't work. Now let's try this. And I just did it faster, I guess.
Yeah, you did. You did.
So I guess
Yeah.
the last thing is Al would go to the mid bay and grab just a couple of like whatever would go for aspirin in that world and hand them to Nora. And say,
It would be aspirin.
okay.
Although
I
the
just-
brand name wouldn't be aspirin. but-
Space aspirin.
No, it would be acetylcholine. Acetylcholine.
he would hand this to Nora and say, I know you're fine, but there's no reason to not at least be comfortable. And just hand it to her and walk away. Oh no, hand it to her with a glass of apple juice. There.
Yes.
She has a mixed expression on her face, but she takes it.
That's it. He's not gonna press her buttons anymore tonight.
Fair enough. All right. Well, with that, I think we'll call it. It was a fun little session there, and we'll continue. I look forward to next session. I'm glad that we were able to just do moment by moment. Let me tread water a little bit. So we're good. Thank you for your patience, and thanks for another fun session.
Indeed, it was fun.